Okay, so welcome to this episode of the JR&Skipps podcast. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to have a player focus, and our player for today is going to be, Kylian Mbappé as suspected. Okay, so from what we've seen so far, Mbappé has scored about 10 goals in the knockout phase of a World Cup competition.
Damn.
And that basically breaks the record of, that's an all-time record. So, JR, what are you saying in terms of these 10 goals in knockout? Do you think this will be broken anytime soon?
Of course, because records are there to be broken, but we are definitely going to have to see an exceptional talent again. Who's going to start his career at a very young age and play for an exceptional team before a record like this is going to be smashed, right? Mbappe is someone that has burst onto the scene from when he was a teenager, already setting the World Cup alight from his performance in Russia to also his performance in Qatar and now his performance in the US, Canada, and Mexico held edition.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Mbappe is obviously that guy. Still speaking about records, he's actually matched, Messi's record of 18 goals in total in terms of World Cup football. And, still a couple of games to go. So, Franch, I'm going to throw this to you. Who do you think is going to end up as the all-time World Cup goal scorer by the end of this World Cup competition?
Tricky one. But I'll go with Mbappe because Kiki is my guy. And, yeah, he's just like 27 and, man, he's the God Messi, like, so. And I believe Kiki has the team to back him up. And I'm sure he'll finish with the highest goals. And I hope France win the World Cup as I predict. And so he can just have a shot for the Ballon d'Or, like doing Messi has been stealing it with the World Cup in the past and all of that. Yeah, so I believe it will just be between Mbappe and Dembus as well, because Dembus got 3 goals, and Dembus is that guy that could also contribute. But Kiki, the guy,
Actually,
focus
in this edition.
Yeah, but that's talking about in this edition. We're talking like all-time goals, and like 18 is crazy. I don't think Dembele would ever. Let me not get ahead of myself, but I just don't see him getting
Well,
to
I
that
don't think so too. I agree.
record-breaking level.
You're not getting ahead of yourself, like to the point I said. Mbappe started scoring from like when he was a teenager,
Like 18,
right?
man.
At 18, and now, like
Yeah.
Frank said, 10 years later, we can see why he has been consistent and scoring. I think Dembele was slow to get off the mark. He will probably have to score maybe 7-7 in the next 2 editions, to get.
And how many more editions do you think he can actually play? Maybe just one more, yeah?
We're not wishing him any ill, but we're just being realistic.
Yeah, and we can definitely expect
I was bringing him in context of the Ballon d'Or shouts, like not comparison.
Oh, yeah, based on the trophies that Ousmane Dembele won in the league phase this season, it's fair to say he's a big shout. But honestly, if France win this World Cup, man, it's got to go to Kiki, and that's the first time I'm hearing Kiki though. But
Dictator Mobutu.
Kiki.
Okay, still on Mbappe though, our player focus for today. The goals yesterday made it 61 goals in total for France in 101 games. That's like 50%, goal ratio, which is quite impressive. And that also took into 53 goals in all competitions this season, talking 25 goals in the league, 15 goals in the Champions League, which was the highest goal scorer, 7 goals in domestic competitions, and so far 6 goals, in the World Cup. So, that's it for Kylian Mbappe.